Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with PhoneArena.com and you're watching the video review of the Xolo Q600. The Q600 is the latest mid-range offering from Xolo in the Q-Core series powered by a quad-core processor. The phone has curved sides and has a decent build quality for the price. It has a 4.5-inch FWVGA display at a resolution of 854 by 480 pixels. Unlike the Q700 and the Q1000 with the IPS display, and based on the OGS technology, this one is a standard TFT display without the OGS technology, so the colors are not as vibrant as those devices, but the display is still decent. The display is not too glossy like the Q700, and you also get a screen guard in the box which you can use to avoid these smudges on the screen. There is an earpiece on top along with a 0.3 megapixel VGA front-facing camera, and there are the usual proximity and ambient light sensors next to the camera. There are the usual capacitive touch buttons for menu, home and back below the display that offer haptic feedback when pressed, and there is a tiny microphone hole below that for primary voice calls. The phone has shiny plastic running on the sides with the volume rocker that is present on the left, and there is a power button that is present on the right side of the phone. The micro USB slot and the 3.5mm audio jack are located on the top, and there is a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash on the back. The camera takes decent shots, but the image quality is not that impressive, but that's nothing surprising considering the price. This lacks a backside illuminated sensor and a secondary microphone that were present on the Q700. The camera UI is quite different from the stock. There is a navigation bar on the left pane that lets you change the different camera modes, and the phone also can record 720p HD videos at 30 fps. And again, in terms of video recording, the video misses details, and that is also not quite surprising. Coming to the software part, the phone runs on Android 4.2.1 Jelly Bean, so you get a lot of features such as lock screen widgets, notification toggles, and a lot more that are not available on 4.1. In fact, there are more toggles in the quick settings than the stock Android. The lock screen lets you add widgets. You can swipe to the right to launch the camera, and to the left you have all those widgets. You have Google Now that you can access from the lock screen by using a lock screen widget. The scene mode in the settings of a work theme apart from the default theme. There is a daydream feature which is part of Android 4.2, and it's called Screen Candy in this device. This acts as a screensaver when the phone is charging or docked. Out of 4 GB of internal storage, you get 1.79 GB of user available memory, and out of 512 MB of RAM, you get 468 MB of usable RAM, out of which 112 MB of RAM is free when the phone is idle. You can set the default write disk to SD card if you have inserted one, and you can also move the apps to the SD card, which is good because of the low internal memory. The phone comes with a lot of pre-installed apps. The utility apps include Calculator, Clock, File Manager, Notebook, and Sound Recorder, which is pretty usual, and it also has the usual set of Google apps. In addition to these apps, Xolo offers their own, for example Xolo Power and Xolo Secure. The Xolo Secure app keeps the phone protected by locking and also lets you track it remotely, but you won't need it because the Android Device Manager app is now here. The Xolo Power optimizes battery usage and lets you set data sync frequency, night mode and low battery mode to conserve battery life, which works pretty well. The music player is stock and the audio quality is quite good with the bundled earphones. It has FM radio with recording, but it lacks the RDS feature. The phone of course supports 720p HD video playback. The SIM management option is a common feature in all dual SIM phones, and the Q600 is no exception. The phone comes pre-installed with the Swipe keyboard, which is a sliding keyboard and is the default. You can switch to the stock keyboard from the settings or download it from the Play Store. The phone has the usual connectivity options, which includes 3G and Wi-Fi. And coming to the other internals, it is powered by the 1.2 GHz quad-core MediaTek MT6589M processor with PowerVR SGX 544 GPU, which is clocked at 238 MHz. The performance is quite decent. We tested some games on the device and found some occasional lags, and this might be due to the low amount of RAM on the device. The 2000 mAh lithium polymer battery lasts for a day with average use. You can use the bundled Zolo Power app that improves the battery life to make it last more than a day. Overall, the Zolo Q600 is a decent mid-range smartphone. It is powered by a quad-core processor and runs on Android 4.2. The 4.5-inch display at FWVGA resolution is average, the 5MP camera is decent, and the 512MB RAM for a quad-core smartphone is slightly disappointing. At a price tag of about $8,999, if you're looking for a smartphone with Android 4.2, a nice decent screen and a quad-core processor but can compromise on RAM and the camera, go for it. Listed here are the pros and cons of the device. Do hit the like button if you like this video and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. That's it for the review and thanks for watching.